T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Hello everybody, my name's Izzy and... Oh wait, has anyone seen Pastor Dan?
Sorry I'm late, Izzy. I was just hanging out with God. He is really nice.
Yeah,
And
he is.
he told me to tell you hi. And what have we got coming up on the show today?
So many fun things, as you can see. We have a great message coming up later, another competition, and we are going to do a little bit of praise and worship.
Come on, it's going to be amazing. Well, we better go and get ready for that. So I'll see you in just a sec, Kate.
Oh, okay, sure.
Hey, Kids Fam, do you know what time it is?
It's time for praise and worship.
Come on, so why don't you stand to your feet, get all stretched and ready to go, because we are about to do some praise and worship. Let's do this.
Here in you I'm found, standing in your love. You take control, breathing in my soul. We are living bright, shining through the night. As we lift you high, oh, we lift you high. We will dance in your presence, lifting up one voice to you, my King. Jesus conquered death.
Central Queensland.
This is Lauren Kelly in the paddock with Pastor Alan in Central Queensland. Today we are demonstrating what gentleness and goodness looks like in a practical way with Cuggles. A horse is naturally scared of people. To him we are a predator. God gave him big, strong legs so he can run fast to keep himself safe. Pastor Alan has been gentle and has shown this horse goodness, which has created trust and relationship. So now this horse can respond with gentleness instead of fear. We can see that goodness flows in this relationship. When we respond to God's gentleness and goodness, we can trust Him and totally give our hearts our fears and still have peace, just like Cuggles is doing now. Catch you later. This has been Lauren Kelly with Pastor Alan and Cuggles. Back to HQ.
Kids Life, it is time for our memory verse of the week. And so first of all, let's shake our heads out, get them ready to go. We're going to be doing a Bible verse from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And here is how it goes. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and love and a sound mind. Let's practice that one more time and get it really cemented into our minds. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and love and a sound mind. You guys are amazing. Keep practicing that this week and get that into your minds and into your memories so that we can be everything that God's called us to be. See you soon.
You ready?
Oh my goodness, it's meant to win it! Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for tonight's event.
Hey Kids Life fam, another minute to win a game with your leader, Sean, right now. And all this game really needs is some donuts and some string. See, donuts are really cool because you can get them from like Coles or Woolies or Aldi or the bakery. And because I just wanted to get a little bit messy, I thought I'd get some caramel donuts because these are totally great. And so what's gonna happen is I'm going to tie this around here. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. Oh, look at that, come on. And for the point of this game, I'm just gonna do this. But what you do is, this is where your siblings or your parents or someone gets involved, they hold the string and you have your hands behind your back and then you have to eat these donuts without your hands, which is a pretty fun game. So I'm just gonna give you an attempt. Like, let's pretend that this hand here isn't my hand. It's someone else who's holding this donut because that's what you need, someone else. Haha, awesome. So then you do, whoa, oh. For that part of the game, I actually put it close to my mouth because I was hungry. But you can have as far or as close as you want, which is great. So what's gonna happen is get your donut. I mean, you can use other things. You can use a potato, you can use asparagus, you can use potato, all the fun ones. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to put the 1 minute timer on. That's what I said. And we're gonna see how long we can go. So, see if you can eat a whole donut or a potato in 1 minute. Let's go. So we got a minute going, and for this, I'm gonna remove this because I'm hungry. But did you know that caramel is the best flavor? It's like so good. So, you know, caramel thick shakes, caramel donuts, caramel sundaes, caramel, it's all great. And so, in the comments, you know, write down what you like about caramel. Just caramel. I don't want to hear about chocolate and strawberry. Just caramel. Because the game is donuts. Do not eat this. Get it? Anyways, that's cool. But did you know that the original donut actually came out in the 1800s by some George Stanza donut? And that's what his name was. Stanza was his middle name. 1800s. Do you know potatoes was actually the original consistency of a donut? This is really good. I'm just gonna leave that donut for later and eat this one now. Oh, good. We have a minute. A minute's open, and I have so much donut in my mouth. That's great. So, what's gonna happen is comment what you got. Did you eat a whole donut? Did you eat half a donut? Did you eat one bite? Did you forget about the game and just eat a donut? Whatever you did, comment below, tag Kids Live, because we want to hear of your fascinating donut eating competition. So there you go. So have fun, guys. See you next week.
Hi kids, welcome to This Week. I'm going to be telling you another story from the Bible today to highlight how amazing God is to us and just how much He loves us. There was a man in ancient times and he had 2 sons. With these 2 sons, the younger one came to him one day and said, "Dad, I just want all of my share of your money before you die so that I can just use it now." He didn't really want to wait until his old man passed away one day. So his father agreed. His father gave him half of all of his money and all of his estate. So the younger son, he was so happy, but of course he was a little bit young and not very wise, and he went and he had a great big party and he just lost all of his money. He spent it on things that he shouldn't have. He didn't know how to save it, and before he knew it, he was completely broke. After he was broke, he didn't really know what to do. He ended up getting a job looking after pigs. So imagine being the son of someone who was so wealthy and who had servants, and then all of a sudden you're working for pigs. So much, he was so hungry and so broke that even the food he was feeding the pigs, which was just a lot of yucky, mushy, sloshy stuff, that even looked appetizing to him. Imagine living on the street and going and just looking in a garbage can and thinking, "That looks so good because I'm so hungry right now." That is exactly how this younger son was feeling. So he thought of his dad and he thought, "My dad's servants, they eat better than I am now." So he decided he would return to his father. He would say, "Father, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for wasting the money that you gave me. Can I please come back and work for you as a servant?" This was the plan he came up with in his head. He thought, "I'll go back, I'll beg my dad, he's sure to let me be his servant again." So as he was coming home towards the farm, he wasn't even at the top of the driveway where his father spotted him from the house, and his father ran straight out to him. He was so happy. He was crying with joy. And the younger son said, "Father, please, I've sinned against you. Please accept me as a servant in your house." But the father, he was completely different to what the son expected. He said to the servants, "Bring my son a robe, put a ring on his finger, put sandals on his feet, because on this day my son has returned to me." That is just the best picture ever of what God's grace is like. This younger son thought that his father would be angry at him. This younger son thought that his father would turn him away or not even want to see him. But he actually welcomed him home with open arms and gave him everything that he had before. He even threw him a party, and it was so exciting. And there was balloons and fun things and everything, and it was great. And that's how much fun they had, because this son had finally returned and been restored. The older brother couldn't understand it. And the father just had to say to him, "Mate, this younger son, he was lost, but now he's been found and everything's all good." So I just want you to remember that next time when you feel like you've messed up a little bit, maybe you got angry in this week, or maybe you made a mistake, you just have to come back to God and He'll be there like your Heavenly Father, arms wide open, saying, "Come home to me, it's okay." And He will forgive all of your mistakes, which is pretty cool. So let's bow our heads, close our eyes, and pray this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you so much that you are my Heavenly Father, and it doesn't matter how many times I mess up or make mistakes, because you will always be there for me at the end of the road, waiting for me to come back and be saved in your name. Thank you so much for today, guys. Let's see what's coming up next. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. We've had the best day today. We've had so much fun.
So good. And before we go, we need to tell you about this week's competition. Man, it is time to get your craft on.
Woohoo.
So we want to see your crafty creations. You can use anything in your house. You might want to go to the recycling and use some bottles and some boxes and make a robot creation. You might want to make some jewelry out of pasta shells. We want you to get super creative, take a photo, and don't forget to tag @KidsLife so we can choose a winner.
Sounds so good. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go spend some time with God now.
Cool.
Catch you
See
later.
ya.